teammates, I find egregious and unnecessary.
Yeah, I think it's fair. He's a little bit of a drama king. I think that's a fair. Listen, I banged on Cam before, and I banged on Aaron Rodgers for being condescending. Big Ben, although there's so much I love about him, does tend to be overly dramatic, which I don't like from my quarterbacks. I think it's fair. By the way, I said the other day the MVPs of the league, most valuable players, are Drew Brees, Andrew Luck, and who cares? You took umbrage with that. Yeah. Why? Who? What?
Listen, first of all, let me say this. I was wrong. You were right about Andrew Luck.
Thank you.
I was seeing him play with an injury that I didn't know he had, and I was looking at the numbers, and Luck is the guy you have said he is. And so I will own that. In about 90 seconds, I'm going to ask you to own the absurdity of this. Where is Pat Mahomes? His team's only the 1 seed. He's only on pace to break the NFL record for touchdowns in a season.
Yeah.
Second in NFL history for passing touchdowns. Third in NFL history in passing yards, and he's 23 years old. In what universe listen, if you want to argue Brees has been slightly better than Mahomes, I'll listen to it. I disagree, but I'll listen to it. But to have Andrew Luck ahead of Patrick Mahomes, when Luck, while he's been great this year, you can argue Luck v. Wilson, Luck v. Rivers as far as their impact this season. There have been two guys clearly better than everyone. Brees, the 38-year-old, and Mahomes, the 23-year-old. And to not have him on your list, to have your shrugging emoji, which I love, and know you love so much, in place of Pat Mahomes, I personally find it offensive.
Here's my thing. I'm a big believer in quarterbacks get judged in those big standalone games, the TV games, the playoff games, the Super Bowls. Kirk Cousins is good in everything except those. Andy Dalton's often good in everything except those. Same with Matt Stafford. Same with Flacco. Okay, so here's my takeaway. In his two biggest games of the year, Patriots and Rams, he had 7 turnovers. Congrats on beating Cleveland.
Okay, so that's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is he took in both of those games double-digit comebacks where his team had the lead in the final moments until his defense blew it. He also had 10 touchdowns in those games. In his two biggest games of the year against the Patriots and Rams, his offense averaged 46 points. So yeah, the turnovers were bad in the Rams game. He only had 3 with 2 minutes left when Orlando Scandrick drops the game-winning pick. But, we don't, I guess, know how Luck would play in those standalone games since the Colts haven't played any this year. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. Now you're going to make me flip on him again if when they make the playoffs, he can improve on his 6-touchdown, 7-interception playoff career record as far as in those standalone games. I don't know. We'll see.
I could have eliminated the angst by just taking the emoji out. I think that appears to have really gotten under your skin. Let me shift to this. Well, go ahead.
No, I already know it. I already know it. Listen, Luck's your guy, and you really wish Mahomes would comb his hair. I know it. It's my quarterback. It's a little too wild for me. A little angsty about it. I know it. Come on, Drew Brees, receding hairline. Andrew Luck, bad neck beard. You can relate to those things, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's funny. Okay, I was saying this about, well, you and I love LeBron, and he is amazing. But there is a LeBron that wins, and that is LeBron taking the ball, not Lonzo Ball, not Ron. No. Give LeBron the ball. This is what he does, and surround him with shooters. I don't want to hear about great athletes, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, who I think is going to be a Clipper over a Laker. I really do. That's what my sources tell me. But here's the thing. Bradley Beal, great kid, committed to basketball, 34-inch waist. Still young, has overcome a difficult teammate, John Wall, who is great, but a baller, but can be difficult. I think his numbers would get better. Bradley Beal's the best shooter on the market, a guaranteed player tomorrow. You're not getting Klay Thompson. Nobody's talking about the